In the silence of the night, when you look up at the stars, have you ever wondered if someone or something is looking back? In the Milky Way alone, there are at least 100 billion stars, and nearly every one of them is orbited by worlds of their own. But in this vast cosmic ocean, could there be another pale blue dot? Another home like ours? For as long as humans have looked at the night sky, we have asked one fundamental question: are we alone? For centuries, this was a question for philosophers and poets, but today it has become a quest for physicists and astronomers. We live on a tiny, fragile oasis, a pale blue dot suspended in a sunbeam. But the universe is a vast ocean, and it would be a staggering waste of space if our world were the only one capable of breathing life. Today, we have the technology to look beyond our solar system, peering into the Goldilocks zones of distant stars. We are no longer just dreaming of other worlds, we are finding them. Finding a planet around a distant star is like trying to spot a firefly crawling next to a massive searchlight from miles away. We cannot see them directly. Instead, we use the transit method. When a planet passes in front of its star, the starlight dims ever so slightly, just a fraction of a percent. By measuring this dip, we calculate the planet's size, its orbit, and its temperature. With the James Webb Space Telescope, we've gone a step further. We are now sniffing their atmospheres, looking for the chemical fingerprints of water, methane, and carbon dioxide. We are looking for the smoking gun of life itself. Our first stop is Kepler 452b, often called Earth's cousin. It is 1,400 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus. This world is a super-Earth, about 60% larger than our own. If you stood on its surface, you would feel twice as heavy due to its stronger gravity. But what makes it fascinating is its star. It is almost identical to our Sun. Kepler 452b has spent 6 billion years in the habitable zone, long enough for life to arise, evolve, and perhaps even build civilizations. However, because its star is older, the planet is receiving more heat. It is a glimpse into Earth's future, a world where the oceans may eventually evaporate as the star ages. Just 4 light-years away, practically our next-door neighbor in cosmic terms, lies Proxima Centauri b. But don't expect a twin of Earth. This world orbits a red dwarf star. Because the star is so cool, the planet must orbit very close to stay warm. A year there lasts only 11 days. The most alien feature? Tidal locking. One side of the planet is locked in eternal day, facing the star forever, while the other side is a frozen wasteland of perpetual night. Life here would have to exist in the twilight zone, the thin strip of land between the fire and the ice, where the sun never sets and never rises, forever hanging on the horizon. Imagine discovering a system with 7 Earth-sized worlds. This is the TRAPPIST-1 system. Among them, TRAPPIST-1e is the most promising. It is likely a rocky world, potentially covered in deep global oceans. If you stood on its shores, the view would be unlike anything on Earth. Because the planets are so close together, you would see your sister worlds in the sky as large as our moon, drifting by in a celestial dance. It is a compact, crowded neighborhood where life could potentially jump from one planet to another via meteorites, a process known as panspermia. In 2023, the James Webb Space Telescope turned its eye toward K2-18b, a planet 120 light-years away. What it found sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Not only did it detect carbon dioxide and methane, but it found hints of a molecule called dimethyl sulfide. On Earth, this molecule is only produced by life, specifically by phytoplankton in our oceans. While not a confirmed discovery of alien life, K2-18b represents our best lead yet. It is a Hycean world, a massive ocean planet with a hydrogen atmosphere, a world where the very air might whisper the secrets of an alien biology. As we discover more of these hidden Earths, the mystery only deepens. If the universe is teeming with habitable worlds, why haven't we heard from anyone? This is the Fermi Paradox. Perhaps the distances are too great, or perhaps life is more fragile than we think. But every new planet we find is a piece of the puzzle. We explore the stars not just to find a B plan for humanity, but to understand our own origins. We are the way the universe knows itself. And somewhere out there, among the billions of suns, someone else might be staring at a tiny yellow dot in their sky, asking the same question: is anyone there? What does it truly take for a planet to be habitable? Astronomers call it the Goldilocks Zone. It's the perfect distance from a star, not too hot to evaporate all water, and not too cold to freeze it solid. It's that narrow green band where the chemistry of life can finally begin to dance. Located 1,400 light-years away is a world 60% larger than our own, Kepler 452b. It orbits a star remarkably similar to our Sun, and its year lasts 385 days. But there's a catch. This planet is 1.5 billion years older than Earth. Looking at Kepler 452b is like looking into a crystal ball, showing us what our own world might become in the distant future. What if the nearest star to us held the key? Only 4.2 light-years away, Proxima Centauri b sits in our cosmic backyard. However, life here would be strange. The planet is tidally locked. One side is trapped in eternal scorching daylight, while the other is lost in a never-ending frozen night. Imagine a sky where other planets appear as large as our moon. Welcome to TRAPPIST-1 system. 7 Earth-sized worlds huddle around a single cool red star. TRAPPIST-1e is the jewel of the system, an ocean world where the view of its sister planets would be the most spectacular sight in the galaxy. Most red dwarf stars are violent, blasting their planets with deadly radiation, but Ross 28b is different. It is a quiet star. Its planet, Ross 28b, exists in a peaceful environment, making it one of the best candidates for finding a world that hasn't been stripped of its atmosphere by solar storms. The James Webb Space Telescope recently made a startling discovery on K2-18b. It found traces of water vapor and methane. This suggests a Hycean world, a massive ocean planet with a hydrogen atmosphere, a world where the very air might whisper the secrets of an alien biology. It may take us thousands of years to reach these distant shores, but knowing they are there changes everything. Every discovery brings us closer to answering the ultimate question. One day, when we finally reach out to the stars, we might find that the universe isn't as empty as we once feared. Until then, we keep looking up.